Have you been waiting for the housing market to shift? Just waiting on the sidelines, watching? Well, the time may be here when you're starting to see a shift happen. Today, I'm diving into all the numbers, what my team and I are experiencing in this market, and sharing if now may be the time you've been waiting for. I am Lisa McBride with Sarasota Neighborhood Experts in Keller Williams Real Estate. Now, we help buyers and sellers in the Sarasota and surrounding areas with all their housing needs. I do talk a lot about our local neighborhoods, but more importantly about our local real estate market and what it's like living in the area. And over the past 24 months, it has been on this crazy uphill ride with prices increasing in double digits, bidding wars, and contract terms that I've never seen before, such as appraisal gap clauses, people waiving appraisals, and even waiving inspections. However, the time might finally have arrived that we're noticing a shift, or maybe it's just a stumble. I believe numbers tell a story. So let's take a look at what the numbers are telling us about our local market. First, inventory levels are climbing. We currently are experiencing an increase in a number of homes on the market. Now, this chart will show you that since April, we have increased the number of homes on the market by 28%. And compared to May of 2021, that number of homes on the market have increased by 43%. Now, that's a significant change. However, historically, it's very low yet, and we should have about 4,500 homes on the market every month for an even market. Now, a couple things with this inventory is that we have also seen an increase in the number of new listings that are new construction homes, and this is significant. In 2021, builders were struggling to keep up and had waiting lists for anything that was even close to being built. Because of this, they were not listing their homes on the MLS, and this is a big shift. I was a little curious about this, and so in doing my research, I discovered that currently of the homes listed on the MLS, 17% are actually new construction. Now, I don't know what that number was a year ago because it was so small, it was so insignificant, we really weren't tracking it. Now, if you want more information on new construction, be sure to subscribe and check out a number of my other videos that I have all about building. And also keep following as I am in the process of creating some great videos about all of our builders. So if you have questions about builders, again, be sure to keep following and watching. Another factor in regards to inventory, we have started seeing homes sit on the market for more than 4 days. And when homes are on the market for, let's say, 14 to 21 days, we start to see price drops. And in neighborhoods that we rarely see homes in the past 12 months, I'm starting to see a lot more homes. For instance, I was recently showing in Palmer Ranch and Gulfgate, two very popular neighborhoods. And I had a few options to show, which made me very happy and my clients. But before you start thinking prices will plummet, I want to remind everyone that although we are experiencing a shift, we still see multiple offers on great homes, specifically those with a swimming pool and that are in pristine condition. This is very important for sellers to understand because condition and pricing will become extremely important again as we move on in the market. The market is softening, but keep in mind it is not plummeting. That is why I like to refer to this as a little bit of a stumbling market. A lot is going into this right now with rising interest rates, inflation, stock market. All of these things are really playing a part of our housing. Now, this is not a housing crisis or a recession. This is simply a correction that was very likely to happen. Many people are still flocking to Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, and all of our surrounding areas. When discussing the market, I want to be sure to share a few additional numbers that I'm always watching. And one of those is the average sales price. One thing that I have found very interesting in this graph with the average list price and the average sales price. As you can see, last October, the average list price just skyrocketed. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I talk a lot about how the real estate market is the strongest in the winter months. However, something does happen in October and we're all starting to prepare, us as agent and as sellers. Now, this past October, what we saw was sellers really taking advantage of buyer demand, and the increase in average list price just grew. Then in January and February, when many of the homes are closing, you're noticing the jump in prices or the close prices. There's always going to be a bit of a lag due to time of listings, pendings, and closing. Now, as you notice right now, our average list price are dropping a little bit, although our average sale prices has grown. This may change considerably in the next 3 months. Summer is typically our slower time of year, and it is reflective in the number of sales we are going to see August, September, and October. Now, I don't predict the market, but we know that we have been experiencing something that could not continue. And as I mentioned in many other videos, you don't know you're at the top until you start going down. As well, you never know when you're way at the bottom until you start going back up. But in my opinion, we're getting close to the top. So sellers, if you've been thinking about making a move while prices are still on top, you may really want to think seriously about what your next move may look like. I saw many sellers waiting or uncertain about selling over the past few months because they were concerned about where they would go next and would the prices continue to increase. I feel very certain that you will be able to find your next home, and also that we're getting close to the top of this high price appreciation. Buying and selling is definitely stressful. Be prepared, make sure you know what you want to do, and talk to an expert. Now may be the perfect time to downsize or buy new construction. If you have questions about any of this information, about neighborhoods or life in Sarasota, give me a call. We love hearing from you, and my team and I are here to help. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, take care.